Yo, what's up everyone? Michelle here. Honestly, this is heavy stuff. Stick around because the future of the kingdom hangs in the balance. Roll the intro. Listen, honestly, I've been staring at the transaction wire and the surgical reports for the last 72 hours, just trying to make it make sense. Because look, we're not just talking about a roster move, we're talking about the soul of this franchise, that Lamar Hunt standard that has seen 3 rings in 6 years. But right now, it feels like we're watching a demolition crew at one Arrowhead drive while the blueprint for the skyscraper is still being drawn. The soul of this team, that championship grit, is being tested like never before. After a 6-11 disaster in 2025, missing the playoffs for the first time since 2015, the bill has finally come due. On Monday, the hammer dropped. The Chiefs officially released defensive end Michael Dana, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a guy who has been a glue guy in that locker room since 2020. Gone, just like that. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you didn't see this coming, you're watching a different sport, my friend. Brett Veach is in survival mode. Dana signed that 3-year, $24 million deal back in 2024, but his production fell off a cliff. 1 sack last year? 25 tackles? Look, you can't carry an $11 million cap hit for 1 sack production when your quarterback is rehabbing a shredded knee. This move clears about $8.9 million in space, and believe me, they need every penny. I talked to a source inside the building, and they told me the mood in the defensive meeting rooms is clinical. One staffer said, "We love Mike, but the spreadsheet doesn't have a heart. We were $58 million over the cap. This wasn't a choice, it was an amputation." But wait, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, Patrick Mahomes. The GOAT restructured. He converted $54.45 million into a signing bonus. His cap hit dropped from a soul-crushing $78.2 million to $34.65 million. That is a $43 million miracle. But don't get it twisted. This isn't a pay cut. Pat is getting paid. He's just helping Veach keep the lights on so they can actually afford to draft someone at number 9 overall to protect him. Before I lose my mind over the fact that we're still $11 million in the red even after these moves, do me a favor, hit subscribe, smash that like, and I need to see your takes in the comments. Am I crazy, or is the Dana cut just the first of many? Who's next? Jawaan Taylor? Justin Reid? Tell me what you think below. I'm reading them all. Let's get into the scout talk here, because this is where the 2026 season is won or lost. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL and LCL in Week 15 against the Chargers. Surgery was immediate. Dr. Dan Cooper in Dallas. LCL avulsion repair. This isn't just a standard ACL cleanup. This is a structural rebuild. Pat is currently at the facility 7 hours a day. Julie Freimeyer is riding him like a drill sergeant. I heard from a source in the training room that Mahomes is hitting his Alter G treadmill markers ahead of schedule. But look at the technicals. A quarterback coming off a double ligament repair needs a wide 9 protector. He needs a left tackle with elite anchor strength and 10-inch hands to keep defenders at bay. If Veach uses this $43 million to keep Jawaan Taylor and his penalties, I might actually throw my headset through the window. Honestly, if I'm scouting for the Chiefs at number 9, I'm looking at Ruben Bain Jr. or David Bailey. We need an edge bender. We just cut Dana. Felix Anudike-Uzomah is still a question mark. George Karlaftis can't do it alone. We need someone who can win with a cross chop or a rip move on 3rd and long. Because in 2025, we ranked 19th in sack percentage. 19th! That is unacceptable for a Spagnuolo defense. And look at the receiver room. Rashee Rice is facing a mountain of legal trouble, domestic violence lawsuits, $1 million claims. And Worthy is coming off a sophomore slump. The explosive element is dead, one scout told me. We're living off checkdowns and jet sweeps. If we don't use this Mahomes money to get a legit X receiver, someone like Carnell Tate or Makai Lemon in the draft, then we're just setting Pat up to fail in his comeback season. I talked to an agent at the Combine, And they told me the Chiefs are calling for every veteran receiver who can still run a 4.40. They are desperate for a vertical threat to open up the underneath for Kelce. Speaking of Kelce, is the $45 million restructure the signal that Travis is coming back for one last run? Listen, if you think Travis Kelce is going to retire while his best friend is gutting his own contract to save the team, you're watching a different sport, my friend. Mahomes making this move is a bat signal to the veterans. It says, I'm all in. Are you? But the reality is cold. March 11th is the new league year. We are still over the cap. We still have holes at tackle, edge, and receiver. The roster turnover will hit 40%, another source inside the building told me. We're losing the 2020 to 2023 core. Dana was part of that. Nick Bolton and Trey Smith are both sitting on massive 2026 hits. Decisions are coming, hard ones. I saw a quote from a rival GM yesterday, and he said, the Chiefs are finally human. The Bills are due, and the king is on crutches. I wanted to flip a table. Human? You call number 15 human? Even on one leg, he's better than your starter. But he's right about the Bills. Mahomes' cap hit in 2027, projections say it'll soar past $85 million. We are officially kicking the can down the road so we can survive 2026. It's a high-stakes poker game, Kingdom. Veach is betting it all on a 2026 resurrection. He's cutting champions like Dana to find scheme-fit rookies. He's restructuring Mahomes to lure ring chasers in free agency. It's a gamble that would make Al Davis blush. I need to know your vibe. Are you okay with cutting Dana to save $9 million, or are we losing the soul of the defense one veteran at a time? And look at who should be the target at number 9, a pass rusher to replace Dana, or a tackle to protect the $500 million man's new knee? Honestly, I've been covering this league a long time. I've seen dynasties crumble, and I've seen them reload. This doesn't feel like a crumble, it feels like a hard reset. But in Kansas City, the expectations don't reset. It's Super Bowl or bust, even with a roster that's 40% new faces, even with a QB who's learning to trust his LCL again. Veach is in Indy right now. The Combine is the war room. He's timing those 40-yard dashes, he's measuring those hand sizes, and he's looking for the next generation of champions. Because two-time Super Bowl champion is a great title for Michael Dana to take to his next team. But in KC, we're only looking for the guys who can make it 4. I'm Michelle, and this is the Chiefs Kingdom Network. We reload, we rebuild, we reign. But right now, we just gotta get under the cap. How about those Chiefs? See you in the comments, and stay locked in for the next insider drop as we head toward the start of the league year.